You've got the Iscooter i9 and it does not want to turn on. You plug in the charger says it's green, it seems like it doesn't want to charge. What could be the problem? Most likely, a lot of the time, it's your battery. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the battery. I'm going to show you links to where to get the battery specifically from Iscooter. And if for some reason they're sold out or you can't get it in time, I'm going to show you what the ports on the battery need to look like for the correct third-party battery that you can also use to replace for this scooter. Let's get right into it. I've got the scooter turned upside down so I can access the screws. It's going to require a Phillips. Either a Phillips 1 would be most ideal, which is not your standard Phillips. You can see the screws are a little bit small. If you try a Phillips 2, it might work, but you do run the risk of rounding out your screws. So get a Phillips 1 if you can. Now I'm in the compartment. Here's the battery, there's the controller. I'm gonna look for the black and red wires that are coming straight out of the battery to this big yellow banana clip right here. This is called an XT60. There might be heat shrink on it. If there is heat shrink on yours, all you need to do is grab a razor and go ahead and cut that heat shrink off. In our case, we had already accessed it in the past, and so the heat shrink was already off, but just a quick tutorial, I'll show you how to do it on an alternative. You just run your razor nice and carefully, and it'll go ahead and cut the heat shrink so you can pull it off. Once that heat shrink is off, go ahead and unplug the battery from the controller. You'll notice the male end of the plug that's coming off of the controller. The female end of the plug is coming off of the battery. So that's your XT60. So let's go ahead and start taking this battery out. It doesn't look like it's screwed into the base. It's just kind of glued in. And so we'll just very carefully kind of just wiggle it back and forth. You can remove some of these foams if they come off easily. In this case, it might be not worth the trouble. The battery's kind of wiggling itself out pretty simply here. And we're gonna slowly bring it out. One last thing that we need to unplug is this red RCY adapter. This is what connects to the charging port. And so this is what's powering energy out into the controller. This is what's receiving energy in from the charging port into the battery. So if there's heat shrink, remove that heat shrink and just unplug it. And we can discard this in our local recycling center. And let's go ahead and get a replacement. This happens to be another used one, but you know, a new one from Iscooter is the most recommended option for most of you if you're not 100% sure that the battery you have is going to fit in the compartment and have the appropriate adapters. Now, speaking of adapters, I'm going to review this one last time. You want to make sure that if you're shopping online for a third-party battery, which I recommend getting the Iscooter one directly from their website, but if you must get a third party, you want to find one with an XT60 banana plug. That way when it arrives, you can just plug it right into the controller without having to do any modifications. And you want the charging port to be this red RCY. Now, very important, with the banana plugs, it's impossible for me to plug it in incorrectly. You can see circle, square on either side, and so it's basically impossible to do it the wrong way. It forces you to plug it in the right way. But with these RCYs, they're not as forgiving, and so I want you to pay very close attention. You've got your black wire and your red wire, and you want to make sure that they match up on both sides. Here I've got red and black. There's some glue from the previous scooter which it was installed in. That's why there's a bunch of glue here. But I can definitely see clearly that my red is lined up with my red, my black is lined up with my black, and I'm going to go ahead and plug that in, and everything's going to be fine. If you mess that up, high chance you damage your battery when you come to charge it. So don't mess that up. Black with black, red with red. I'm going to go ahead and insert the battery back into the same compartment that it came with, and go ahead and close the base. We're going to go ahead and drop our wires in the side spaces just to make room for the lid to come up over the top. And before we do that, we're just going to do one quick dry fit test. We want to make sure that the scooter is turning on and running appropriately. It does turn on, which is great. That problem has now been fixed. It wasn't turning on before. Motor's running fine. The scooter is ready to go.
You can do what you want, just seize that day.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below. We'll continue to release more in the future. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.